Most people make this catastrophic mistake before starting their cleaning business. And because they do, this cleaning business ultimately doesn't go anywhere. Or if it does, it goes dramatically in the wrong direction. Now, I promise you, I'm not overhyping that. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you what you need to not focus on and what you need to focus on. I'll go a step further. The most important thing that you could possibly be focused on to get this cleaning business where you want it to be for yourself and for your family. If you're new around here, Mike Mack here, founder of automatedcleaningbusiness.com and this microbook, which is going away shortly. It's available, second link in the description. No nonsense, no edits, all right? Talking to adults who are like, yeah, you know what? Give me what I need, all right? I don't need any of the glitz. All right, so without further ado, what is that thing? Now, again, I'm a student of the game. I'm always going to be a student of the game. For those of you new around here, this is what I do. A decade plus, I love this industry with my whole heart, and I like helping people build a new business for themselves and for their family. It's what I do. It's because of the impact it's had on myself. So what I see time and time again is people, based on YouTube comments, just based on Reddit threads, constantly focused on stuff that just doesn't matter. For instance, here's what doesn't matter. When you're starting out with this business, when you're thinking about, oh, my business license, what kind of equipment do I need? What about workman's compensation? Hey, I can go on and on and on. Seriously, I can. All of these things have their place. But I see oftentimes people will start thinking about insurance. Like, what are you thinking about insurance for? What are you thinking about, what do you think about a business license for? Why are you talking about equipment? You're not servicing anybody yet. You see what I'm saying? So if you're like, okay, fine, fair, but what should I be focused on? I'm going to talk about that in a second, but it's very important that I drive this point home. The reason why I don't want you focused on that stuff is because, one, it's not important. But two, it's only going to get in the way. If you're focused on stuff like that, do you know how many potential roadblocks you're going to run into? All of that stuff has its place. But here's the most important thing, that if you're thinking about any of that before this, you're cooked. Who am I going to service? It's the most important question you could possibly ask before starting one of these businesses. Who do I want to service? Do I want to serve $100, $200 per clean residential clients? Or do I want to service $5,000 per month office cleaning clients? Do I want more clients who pay less? Or do I want less clients who pay more? Now, I'm not being sarcastic here. I'm really trying to drive that point home, because that right there is fundamentally the most important question you could ask before starting this business. Because what happens next, it's going to determine everything. Because let's say you ask that question, and let's be real, if you're watching this channel and you're watching me, I'm a commercial cleaning guy. I'm not a residential cleaning guy. I'm a less, I want to build a business around my lifestyle, around my family. So I'm a less clients who pay more kind of guy. So if you start with that thinking, then the next logical question would be, okay, I want high ticket clients. Now what? Do I get the business license? Do I start all that? No, definitely not. The next logical question would be, okay, well, I know I want those clients. What's the next step? I want high ticket commercial clients. Mike, I don't want to do residential. I don't want to do any of that. So the next logical question is, how do we get those clients? Which you may be thinking, oh yeah, is it Google ads? Is it this? Is it that? Again, cart before the horse. That's not the next step. The next step is, how do I make my brand new company? How do I make that company the end all be all to that potential group of clients in my area? Said another way, these $5,000 per month clients, the ones who could afford to pay it, they're already paying that, but they're unhappy. How do I insert my business into the equation and get ahead? See, that right there is much more important than, oh, gee, Mike, do I do Google ads? Should I hire a Filipino team to just cold call all day for no reason? Should I do cold email? Should I do... I love you. I'm being tough on you. I'm just, if you watch my channel, you're going to get truth. You're just going to get truth because I'm not interested in growing a massive following and just making everyone feel good. I'm interested in success. I'm interested in results. I'm interested in people building this business the right way. So if you say, damn, that sounds good. How do I? Can I? Can I be new, the new kid on the block? Could I really build something as someone new that stands out? The answer is absolutely. Once you know who you're targeting, you now have the task as the owner of this business to start working backwards to how do you make yourself desirable, most desirable. We can talk about the sales and marketing aspect of it. But before you start marketing a business, before you start building value, on the selling side and closing these sales, we must talk about the brand. We must talk about what sets you apart. And I'm not talking about colors. Color psychology for sure plays a part, but what I'm most interested in is your messaging. See, your job is to figure out this group of potential clients, what's got them frustrated? What's got them irritated? What's got them so desperate to do the uncomfortable, which is changing over cleaning providers? It's uncomfortable. It's not enjoyable. It's a lot of keys, access codes, canceling the divorce of it all. To do it, you got to be uncomfortable. So what's put them in a position where they're so uncomfortable they're willing to do all that? See, knowing that is power. That is absolute power. Because if you know what is keeping them up at night, oh goodness, the marketing writes itself. I mean, it really writes itself. And that's what I spend so much time teaching and reiterating, just my lived experience in this game. So much of the game is won here. It's more important. You knowing this is much more important than, well, gee, Mike, Facebook ads, you thinking? It doesn't matter what you do if you don't know who you're talking to. If you don't know what to say to them, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is your key. Your homework assignment is to figure out the people in your area who could afford that, who could afford to pay the $5,000 per month. If you're curious, you don't know, I put a video. I'm going to push in a second. It's going to show you exactly who. Now you need to make a list and figure out what keeps them up at night. That's it. You could do that through 1-star reviews. You could do that through reading publications. There's so many different ways. The purpose is, this is where you start. Because then the marketing, the messaging, the sales, everything flows from there. Start here, my friends. You want 2026 to be your best year? Start here. Matter of fact, 2027, 2028, 2029. This is an evergreen, I promise you. This is an evergreen video. So whenever you're watching this, the truth will apply 5 years from now, 10 years from now, because that's how important it is. Start here, my friends. Business license, LLC, S Corp, all of that can come later. Get really good here, and everything will get a hell of a lot easier. That's it for this video. If you want to know specifically about which accounts, then watch this video. I'm already over there. I'm fired up. Go over there. I'm in a better mood. See you over there.